master speak the manners! Fall to it! Or you run us up to the ground! Be still! Be still! We split! We split!
On the coast of a strange island, young Miranda and her loving father, magician Prospero, watched a ship that was about to be smashed to pieces.
You might really kill me.
Daughter, wipe thine eyes. I have ordered the wreck that you have just seen, but no sword is harmed.
Explained to his daughter that he had once been the Duke, they'd been cast away by his power-hungry brother. They lived on this island where they found Ariel, a tree sprite, and Caliban, a monster born of a witch. Both of them became Prospero's servants. Miranda thought that her father might have caused the storm, but he told Miranda that the storm-tossed seas carried his old enemies.
Come! Approach my Ariel! Come!
All hail, great master! Brave sir, hail, come to swim, to dive into the into fire, to ride the curled clouds.
You have performed perfectly the tempest that I bade thee.
Under Prospero's orders, Ariel spirited the ship's company ashore, but brought Antonio and King Alonso away from the rest of the group. Antonio was Prospero's long-lost, treacherous brother. Once they were on shore, the king grew tired and decided to sleep with Antonio taking guard. But Antonio decided to try and kill the king while he slept. That way he could steal the king's crown. Ariel decided to save the king's life.
Where's the sword drawn?
I don't know.
I fear my son Ferdinand has died. Stop the sword drawn!
Prospero questioned Ariel to find out what happened to Prince Ferdinand, the king's son.
Ariel's safe.
Not a hair perished. The king's son landed by himself.
Good! I was thinking about having garlic stew tonight.
In the guise of a sea nymph, Ariel sang to Prince Ferdinand and brought him to the cave where Prospero's daughter Miranda rested. Ferdinand stared in wonder, and Miranda returned his gaze.
I'm a princess and the women kill me. No, you wonder.
As Prospero had planned, the youngsters fell in love, but to seal the bond, Prospero accused him of spying and gave him chores to do.
Mannequin your neck and feet together. Get to work! I have books that I need to study.
I'm a princess and the women kill me.
Meanwhile, Caliban the monster was gathering driftwood for the fire. Trinculo, the king's jester, and Stefano, the drunken butler, stumbled into the same clearing. Caliban, unaware of the shipwreck, thought they had dropped from the moon.
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Die.
Caliban convinced them to help him kill Prospero. Back at Prospero's cave, Ferdinand and Miranda fell deeper and deeper in love.
Take my daughter.
All of Ferdinand's hard work had paid off. Prospero consented to their marriage. And in celebration, Prospero summoned nymphs to sing a blessing on their engagement. Ferdinand was very, very impressed.
We live here ever.
We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with the sleep.
Meanwhile, Caliban and the fools still plotted to overthrow Prospero. Ariel, overhearing their plan, decided to transform herself into a pack of bloodthirsty wildcats. She chased Caliban and the fools down the entire island towards Prospero's lair. Meanwhile, King Alonso and Antonio still search for Prince Ferdinand.
He is drowned, who thus we stray to find.
Tired and hungry, the king and Antonio were shocked when suddenly a table of food materialized before them. Just as they began to eat, the food vanished. And then Ariel appeared.
You are two men of sin!
She drew them into a magic circle where they were held like unwilling statues, and then she reminded the pair of their sins against Prospero and Miranda. Prospero suddenly appeared before them, as though risen from the dead.
We beg for mercy! We beg for mercy! We beg for mercy! I forgive you.
I forgive you too.
At last, Prospero's anger was calmed, and the brothers forgave each other. Antonio also gave up his dukedom. Prospero was once again the Duke of Milan. Prospero then led the men to a secret cave where Ferdinand and Miranda were playing chess. The king was overjoyed to find his son alive.
I could not ask my father. I cannot.
The grief so still, embrace your heart, but does not wish you joy.
He gave permission for them to marry. In the middle of the happy party came Caliban, Trinculo, and Stefano, urged on by Ariel. Prospero forgave them too, and then everyone settled in to hear Prospero's adventures the past 12 years. They all planned to sail to Naples the next morning. It was time to say goodbye.
This island is very low. Do not miss failure. Promise me that.
Ariel used her magic to fix the ship. Then it was time to set Ariel free.
Where the bee sucks, there's a kite. Where the clover I lie.
Well, that's my dainty Ariel. I shall miss thee, but yet shall have freedom. Then unto the islands be free. Farewell, please draw near. Now my charms are overthrown, and what strength I have is mine own.
Prospero threw away his magic staff, took off his cloak, and threw his magic book out to sea. Prospero was leaving the enchanted island to Caliban and the sprites. His Tempest had worked, and his dukedom was restored.